Good morning and welcome to Strength and Balance. My name is Hannah and I am a senior fitness instructor with Stonebridge Community Services. Welcome today. This is going to be a full body strength routine. We are going to use a timer to help guide us through the class so that we keep on track. I want you to have some weights, so grab hold of a set of dumbbells, whatever size feels most appropriate for you today. And let's make sure that we have the space to move around. And we also have a wall close by because we will use that for one of our, one of our strength exercises. I also use the wall for the second part of the class, which is balance. I use that to hold on to if I need it. You could use a chair, table, kitchen island, or the back of the sofa, anything like that. So make sure that if you need that support, you are close to it for that second part of the class, the balance part. Let's also keep some water handy. That's going to keep us hydrated and feeling our best as we move through this workout. All right, let's come up to feet and we'll get warmed up. All right, we're standing up nice and tall and let's march on the spot. Let's take a nice deep breath, a big inhale and exhale. Reach those hands up. Slowly lower down. Oh, excuse me. Deep breath in and out. And again, let's reach up. Slowly lower down. Good. Let's pull our shoulders up towards our ears. Relax them down. Lift those shoulders and lower. Pull the shoulders up and down. Let's lift and lower. Good. Let's roll our shoulders. Nice big circles. And let's roll our shoulders forwards. Let's bring those arms out to the side, little circles here. Let's go back in the other direction. Let's take both hands, let's push away from our chest, pull those hands back. Push and pull. Push and pull. Push and pull. Let's push out to the side and pull in. Out and in. Push out. Pull in. Out. In. Out. And in. Let's go up to the ceiling and pull down. Up and down. Up and down. And again. Up and down. Let's relax those arms. We'll tap our toes forwards. Let's tap our toes to the side. Let's tap our heels forwards. Heels to the side. Let's take one foot, tap, toe and heel, toe and heel, toe and heel, toe and heel, toe and heel. Let's switch to the other foot, toe and heel, toe and heel, toe and heel, toe and heel, toe and heel. Let's bring those feet together. Let's tap our toes and we can wiggle our fingers. Let's tap our heels, tap those fingers to your thumb. Let's tap our toes, both feet at the same time, and let's circle our wrists. Good, let's tap our heels, circle those wrists the other way. We have another person to add to the class. I just have to set my only see me. Just 1 second. There we go. Let's have a hand on the chair or wall and we will swing one leg forwards and backwards. Let's switch to the other side, swing that leg forwards and back. Good, let's relax that foot. All right, we're going to use the timer. We will start with a squat and we'll use one weight. Let me pop the timer on. Let me. Sorry, this doesn't look like it's working. It is. Just took a while to get here. All right. Grab one weight. I'm going to hold it at the end. Feet hip width. I'm going to hold that weight low. And I'll do a squat here, standing up nice and tall. Inhale and exhale to stand. Chest tall, looking up and ahead. Good, 10 seconds. Let's repeat this 2 more times, holding that weight at the end. Chest tall. Inhale, slowly sink down. We exhale to stand. Nice deep breath in. Breathe out as you stand up. Good, 10 seconds. And we'll switch this up. Last one. Inhale as we lower down. Exhale as we stand. Couple more. Good, 45 seconds. Pop this weight down for now. We will grab that second weight and we'll do some bicep curls. These bicep curls are a little bit different. I'm going to bend at the elbow, bring my hand up towards my opposite shoulder, and then lower down. Opposite shoulder and down. So we'll alternate from one hand to another. Feet are hip width, knees are nice and soft, chest is tall. And here we go. Up and lower down. Think about breathing out as you lift up and breathe in as you lower. Good. Let's do this a couple more times. Nice and slow as you lower that hand down. Breathe out as we lift up. Good. 10 seconds. And let's repeat. Good. And relax. Put those weights down. Good. We will repeat this. We're going to hold those weights, one in each hand, arms at our sides, feet hip width, knees soft. Let's lower one hand and then the other. So we're lowering as if you're placing that hand into your side pocket. Good. Feet hip width, knees soft, chest nice and tall. Here we go. Think about exhaling as you lower down. Inhale as you come back up. Good. 10 seconds. Good. Nice deep breaths. Breathing out as you lower. Breathe in as you come up. Good. 10 seconds. And let's repeat here. Good. Last one. Weights down. We're going to hold one weight in one hand and we're going to do a hip hinge. So I'm going to stand with my feet hip width, my knees nice and soft. My weight is in my left hand. I'm going to hinge at the hip, come forwards. I'm lowering that hand. I'm going to stop here. You can see I have a nice flat back. My shoulders are not rounded. And then I'll stand up. The next time I'll switch the weight to the other hand. Here we go. We're going straight down. We are unevenly weighted because the weight is just in one hand. That's okay, that's intentional. So knees are soft. Inhale, come forwards. Exhale, stand. Okay, let's switch to the other side. Now I'm just going to hold the weight in my right hand. Same thing here. Okay, here we go. One more. This time we'll do the same thing, that hip hinge. I'm going to hold the one weight in both hands. Inhale as we lower. Exhale as we stand. All right, back to upper body. Let's grab one weight. I'm going to step forward with my right foot, holding the weight in my left hand. I'm going to hinge forward at the hip. So that back leg is straight. My heel's on the floor. My upper body is nice and upright. I'm going to row this hand back. Elbow comes right back past my body. I'm lifting that weight up towards my armpit. Slowly lower down. I don't roll my shoulder. My shoulder stays engaged. I'm not being pulled forward. Here we go. 30 seconds. Breathe out. Breathe in, lower down. Breathing out as you pull up. Breathe in as you lower. Let's switch to the other side. I'm going to step forward with my left foot. Weight is in my right hand. Here we go. Let's repeat. Good. And stand. This time, I'm going to repeat this, but I'm holding the one weight. So knees soft, hinge forward at the hip. I'm rowing with one weight. Elbows right back past my body, lifting that weight towards your armpits. Good. And back to stand up. Excellent. Alrighty, we'll put the weight down. Next exercise, we're going to use the wall. We're going to do like a modified burpee kind of exercise using the wall. So I'll be standing hands against the wall, straight, nice tall chest. I'm going to step out. So I'm at an incline. I'm going to do a push-up, feet back in, out, push-up, feet in. I'm going to try and be a little bit quick. So let's start nice and tall, out, push-up, feet in, feet out, push-up, feet in, feet out, push up, feet in, feet out, push up, in and out, in and out. Good, that's 10 seconds. Let's do that again. And of course, you can choose your own speed, but if you can, let's add a little bit of speed. Out and in. Oh, I did that wrong. Out and push up, and then in and out, push up, in and out, push up, in and out. Good, nice deep breaths. Excellent. And relax here. Oh, we have to do this one more time. That's okay. Let's stand up nice and tall. Here you go. Good. Keep going. Excellent. Alrighty. Two more exercises to go here before we move on to work on our balance. This next exercise we'll do is a heel raise. I am going to work on one foot. So this will be a single leg heel raise for me. If you prefer both feet on the floor, you'll push up onto tiptoes, lower those heels. I'm going to stand on my right foot, raise my left just slightly off the floor. You could always have a toe touching the floor as well. And I'm going to push myself up onto the one foot, slowly lower down. This is fairly intense for calf and lower leg. So again, if you want to be on one foot, on both feet, that's just fine. Good, nice and slowly lowering, breathing out as you come up. Breathe in as you lower that heel down. Good, 10 seconds. I'll stand on my left foot now. I'll raise my right. I'm holding on just for balance here because it is quite tricky for balance. I'm not pushing myself up with my hand. My hand is just here for support. Good, nice deep breaths. Good, 10 seconds. I'll do the last round, both feet on the floor, both feet at the same time. Yeah. Good, chest nice and tall. Slowly lower down. Couple more here. Good, excellent. 45 seconds. One more exercise to do. We're going to use one weight. I'm going to stand with my right foot forward. The weight's in my left hand. I'm at that same incline position as we used with the bent over row. I'm going to curl my hand up, straighten and lift. All right, we have a few more seconds to wait. We're thinking about that flat back. Again, we're not rolling through that shoulder, keeping your shoulder engaged. Alrighty, here we go. curl, straighten and lift, curl and lift. And nice deep breaths. Good. And let's switch to the other side. Curl and breathing out as you straighten and lift that arm. Good. 10 seconds. I'll grab the second weight and we will alternate our hands. Knees nice and soft. Hinge forward. Curl. Straighten and lift. Curl. Straighten and lift. Good. Relax those arms. Excellent. We are all done with that part of the class. You can grab a drink if you want to. And we're going to move on to work on our balance. So let's stand so that we are within an arm's reach of something for support. I just use the wall here. I'm going to stand with one foot in front of the other. Feet heel to toe. Knees nice and soft, stand up tall. If you need more stability, take that front foot forwards or out to the side a little bit. And when you're balanced, let's roll those feet. Lift up through your heels, through your toes. Good. Let's switch our feet around. And let's roll those feet forwards and backwards again. Good. Feet relaxed. Arms out to the side. Let's aeroplane those arms. Let's take the back foot now. Relax your arms. Take the back foot. Step forwards and backwards. Forwards and back. Forwards and back. Forwards and back. Let's try the other foot. Back and forth. Couple more. Good. And let's move on our little tightrope. Bring those arms out to the side and let's aeroplane those arms as we tightrope. Good, and let's come all the way back to center. Excellent. Let's stand with our feet a little wider than hip width. We'll shift our weight from one foot to the other, lifting you up through your heels, keeping your toes on the floor. Let's take one hand, reach in one direction, reach in the direction that you're moving. Good, let's reach across our body. Let's relax those arms and step from one foot to the other. Good, let's stand on the left foot, raise the right, hold for 3, 2, and 1. Onto the right foot, raise the left, 3, 2, and 1. Onto the left foot, raise the right, bring those arms up, and let's circle this ankle. Back in the other direction. Good, relax that foot. Let's switch to the other side, stand on the right foot, raise the left, let's circle this ankle. Back in the other direction. Good, relax those feet and let's relax those arms. Very good. We'll do a little bit on one foot. I'm going to start on my left foot and I'll raise my right. And we just hold that foot where, sorry, this is the left and right. Just hold that foot where it feels comfortable. Doesn't have to be too high, and you can always have a toe touching the floor if that feels best. Let's take one hand up to the ceiling. And let's take that second hand up. Hands together. Down towards your chest. And hold here. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Feet on the floor. And let's switch. Let's stand on the right foot. Raise the left. Let's take one hand up to the ceiling. And the other. Hands together. Down towards your chest and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And feet on the floor. Excellent. Let's do a little bit more here. Let's sidestep our feet. Nice and slowly. Good, let's bring those arms out to the side. As I step, I'm going to lift one knee and hold. Step and lift. 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 Good. Feet on the floor. Relax those arms. Excellent. Time for us to stretch now. So let's reach forward. Bring a hand across your body. Good. Let's switch to the other side. Good. Relax that arm. Let's take one hand up to the ceiling. Bend at the elbow, hand behind your back. Use the other hand to support. And let's switch. Good. And relax that arm. Excellent. We will have a seat. Let's sit forward in our chair. Stretch one leg forward. Heel on the floor, toe to the ceiling. Hinge forward at the hip. Feel that nice stretch in the back of your leg. And let's switch. Good. Let's sit up. We'll sit up nice and tall, walk those knees wide. Take one hand up to the ceiling and hinge over to the opposite side. And switch. Lift that arm to the ceiling, hinge to the opposite side. Back to center. Relax this arm. Let's bring your feet together and stand. We'll reach behind us. Reach for the back of the room. Take a deep breath in. And then let's exhale. Wrap those arms around you. Give yourself a nice tight squeeze. Up onto the back. Thank you very much for joining me, everybody. Thanks for coming. We'll see you next time.
Thank you. We had two today.
Okay, perfect.
I had a
Thanks.
very successful day yesterday orienteering, so thank you for your help with that because the stretching and so on helps me to keep doing things.
That's excellent. Thanks
Yeah,
for letting me know, David. That's awesome.
bye for now.
See you. Bye.